Welcome to the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm just gonna go off what they said. This is the actual footage of the crime scene, the people who was out there. I know a lot of people who watching this, y'all can identify who's standing outside behind the yellow tape. We know that this was a setup, this was a planned hit. Raven them, they should have never did it like this, but they brought this upon themselves. It came back, and as you read the comments, they already said that this was something that young Dolph ain't know that was gonna come for him. Like, we know that the community, they was looking at it like, damn, why did they get Dolph out of everybody? Young Dolph last known interview, that's what everybody kept going back to. And people really thought that after he did that interview, that Yo Gotti now, they kind of got a little jealous. And we see this go on in the hood a lot. We see a lot of people go through this, but you can't really get mad at nobody for getting out there shining. I would like to say r.i.p. Paper out front. I would like to send my condolences out to young Dolph and his family. His family mourning, supporters are still mourning. They continue to sit back and look at the evidence that's been brought forth. They said that Orange Mountain Quet, he was the one that was out there, but a lot of people didn't know that he was the one who played a role in this until about 2.5 years later, once everything started unfolding. They said that the only reason he went up to the cookie shop is because he paid Raven and the whole shop. He paid them so that he can be able to do the little turkey drive in the parking lot. I know a lot of people feel that this was a setup or feel that his people was the one that did this to him, but you got to look at the key facts in this. You got to look at how they tried to hide everything, and it shocked everybody as soon as they found out that Raven and was the main ones. They was in cahoots with Big Jook and Govan during the same time this happened in Young Dolph. R.I.P. Young Dolph, regardless of what happened. The rappers, they called for charge after Young Dolph's death, y'all. Y'all gotta really pay close attention because this is something that could lead the whole PRE to retaliating and doing something that it'll get them into some trouble, but at the same time, nobody could get mad at them for going out there and retaliating for their homie or for their cousin or anybody. Young Dolph was hit with 100 shots. He made that the first song on his album just so he can send a message to Black Youngster. Black Youngster, he had got caught for that, and then he got off. They let him off because the evidence didn't add up to Black Youngster was the main shooter. The other person who was trying to actually take Young Dolph out, he the one that literally, he told them that Young Dolph, he pulled to Charlotte. As soon as he got there, they already had tabs on him. They already knew that Young Dolph was going to do the show and then leave. They knew he was going to go down that street. And a lot of people didn't know that it was going to still be witnesses standing out there. And the people who was at the concert in the venue, they end up turning into witnesses who had their phones out recording everything. Regardless of what went down, we thought that it was all going to be just quick and over with, and then they was gonna get Yo Gotti, Black Youngster, everybody who played a role in this. But Govan, he was charged for first-degree murder, and then he got out on bond, $90,000. Who is Govan Hernandez? The details reveal a lot about him, and we knew for a fact that he was a suspect in this. Young Dolph already spoke on the shooting that almost took his life. A lot of them played a role in this. As soon as Young Dolph told that dude with that mohawk to stop hanging with them, that's when he started playing both sides. Once Young Dolph signed Big Scar, they felt that as disrespect. This is why people sat back and thought that Chula Mafia wasn't going to retaliate. Chula Mafia, they jumped out there. They knew Young Dolph had all the bread in the city. They knew Young Dolph was the king of Memphis. But they still went out there and did what they did because they knew for a fact it was a green light. it was over with. Key Glock was the main one who said that it's a green light on anybody, True Mafia, Orange Mound, anybody who has something to do with Young Dolph. Believe me, I want y'all to really pay close attention, because the way that they did this, man, they left all these people accused of having partake in the action of doing this to Young Dolph. But Young Dolph, his people had to retaliate because of one reason. They knew that the 100 shots was meant for Young Dolph. At the end of the day, we know for a fact they was ready for anything that came their way. Memphis rapper Young Dolph, y'all know for a fact he was shedding everything down. People didn't want to come outside once Young Dolph was coming through with them bulletproof cars. When they did come outside, it was only the people that rock with him. A lot of people thought that by Young Dolph going out there and he got hit in his arm, that this was going to basically change up everything and make Young Dolph get away from Memphis. Young Dolph still sat there, dropped hit after hit. Young Dolph dropped the biggest diss track in the century. Like, everybody know for a fact, man, the raw video that they showed, man, they showed dude and them standing outside, and authorities, they detailed how they basically tracked down the suspects to the murder. You feel me? Y'all really got to pay close attention, because Big Jook ain't know that this was going to come back for him. He knew that they ain't like him. He knew that he ain't like Young Dolph. But we still know for a fact it shouldn't have never went down like that. The people at the Shell gas station, they said that they heard about 50 shots going off. Who's to say that they didn't see that Moneybagg Yo was paid? Moneybagg Yo, he was the main one. He got the bread and he went out there and did what he did. Like, at the end of the day, they said that the two dudes that was standing on the sides, them was the ones who was right there recording the footage, and they was the ones that said that this all a result to basically what happened, like the little beef over the female. Regardless of what happened, when Govan went to court, we already knew for a fact that everybody looked at him like he was a snitch. And then Snoop Bands told them, what y'all did is going to come back on y'all regardless of what happened. Next thing you know, Black Youngster Brother gets sent up. Young Dolph knew that a lot of people, they ain't know that he had hitters in his circle. P.R.E. Wu, he had his eyes on everybody who walked over there, like, period. Like, whatever went down in Memphis, it stays in Memphis. And we know that P.R.E. Wu, he got a lot of people in his corner. Big Moochie Grape, Key Glock, Snoop Bands, and a lot of more other people that they don't want to mention because they real live shooters who out there in these streets. We got to really pay close attention, because Govan gave a testimony. He gave a statement that told on everybody. Who's to say they don't bring up Yo Gotti name at the end of the whole court case? We know for a fact that Raven already said that Big Moochie Grape, he one person who knew everything about CEO Teasy, and he knew that everybody was going to basically get down on. They knew that they was going to get down on it. He was the head of True Mafia. Whenever you the head of anything, you know for a fact that you're going to be the main one that they come to and try to instantly. I want y'all to pay close attention.
So much coming out, so much. Man, we just trying to figure everything out right now. But I'm just saying, they don't do this for no regular shooting like this. The hood is out. They're bringing out barricades. They trying to stop people. Man, yeah. It's crazy, man. Majority of rappers die in their own hood. That's facts. That's facts. You gotta leave out the hood. You gotta leave out your own hood. Airways is completely shut down right now. Right here on Airways and Ketchum. About a good 1,000 people out here. The hood is out, man. And Reliable Black Windows. hood is out, man. The hood is out. Mhm.
R.I.P. Young Dolph. Everybody out. Everybody know what happened. Everybody know how they got out on Young Dolph. They should have never did it. They said that CEO Teasy was the main one who told them it's a green light, and he basically let them go and do that to Young Dolph. So regardless of what went down, they already got the main people who they wanted. They knocked Big Jook off instantly. Big Jook, he was the main one who told them, like, hold on, y'all ain't gonna do this to my brother. Y'all ain't gonna try to get out on my brother. Anybody who wanna play a role and basically play both sides with Young Dolph now, you're gonna get it. And that's why he said he's signing rappers now. And they gotta return them jewelry and everything that they basically rented. Regardless of what went down, RP Young Dolph, because right there on Ketchum and Airways is where it all went down. And they thought that Rakita Raven then was the main one who was gonna basically go down for it. Big Moochie Grape already said the feds collecting all the evidence that they need. The feds ain't finna let them go through this, man. The feds ain't never finna let this slide like that. And regardless of how they feel, the FBI, they gonna get every last one of them. They gonna round them up regardless of what went down. Young Dolphins deserve to go out like that. And Yo Gotti already said that this resulted in his brother getting sent up. Angela Simmons, she looking at Glorilla like, man, you have to be cautious when you go out here. Regardless of what go on, Glorilla still be going back to the hood. And people know for a fact, if you go back to the hood when you know you playing on the opposite side, they gonna come and get you. They gonna get everybody who basically with you. Like at the end of the day, they should have never did that to Dolph. And regardless of how they feel about it, Marcus Thornton, he's sitting back looking at Raven them with the side eye. Cause he know Raven them had something to do with it. They said that Young Dolph, he was standing in the cookie shop. Real live, like then they got down on him. You should have never got down on Young Dolph, and he ain't really do nothing to deserve that. Like at the end of the day, they said that this is exactly how it happened. Young Dolph, he was standing in there, he looking at his phone, but he's still looking up at them because he was trying to rent out the parking lot to do the turkey driveway. People know that he wanted to do the turkey giveaway in the driveway. We know for a fact. Hit the like button. Let me know if you rocking with Young Dolph. Hit the like button. Let me know if you feel that Young Dolph was set up by them people in that cookie shop. So they was bumping the Drake. Once they was shooting the Drake, they instantly they shot about 4 shots up in the door where Young Dolph tried to get out. He kept pushing on the door. This is how Young Dolph got hit in the arm and then the side. Young Dolph was instantly trying to get out the door. Next thing you know, from what they saying and investigators, they saying that this is something that Young Dolph didn't think was gonna happen. Whole time they got the goddamn top of the thing locked, man. As if somebody trying to break in. You know how to lock instantly lock when you trying to run out once they press that button. So did they press that button to keep Dolph in there, or did they press that button to keep doing them out of there? Regardless of what went down, they did it to Young Dolph, and Young Dolph didn't deserve to go out like that, man. We gonna get him the full breakdown, regardless of what went on, man. R.I.P. Young Dolph, man. They knew for a fact that this was gonna lead back to them end up getting investigated. The feds ain't gonna play no games because Young Dolph, as soon as he tried to run to the other side, that's exactly when they said that you can see the bullet holes in the wall at the top. It's two of them. They said that the dude started shooting through the door. This had Young Dolph instantly fell back and his arm hit the glass and it busted the window open. But a lot of people thought that it wasn't no holes in the wall. It's holes all in that wall at the top though, because they was aiming from down to up and the Drake kept bumping. They had the 10 millimeter and they kept shooting up in the like upwards. Once they stick the little sticks in there and did the little measuring of the bullet holes to try to see what caliber gun it was shot out of, this is where they found out that it was somebody waiting by that bathroom for young Dolphin. This how they was able to hit him up from the front and he fell backwards. We kept wondering, how did he fall backwards? He fell backwards because it was somebody who came out that door right after they start shooting through the door. I want y'all to hit the like button and let me know if you feel that young Dolph was set up and there was multiple people who counted him off in that corner.